Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? And I look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. That be lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Babe, like a Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go, your man, with my name in your mouth. I do the Maybach on my.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit! Detroit!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. finds his man, Baldwin. Oh, and now some space tackling. It's a big play on third down for the Seahawks. 49 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Hurry up, here we go.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lynch. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They're going to look to throw. Here's a screen to Powell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now. But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Here's Hilliard. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard. The pick up there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd down, Mayfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Hilliard. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field diving to grab it? No, he didn't. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Mayfield now on second down. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a carry here for Hilliard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he caught it up, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. Going up top. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing, Mayfield. is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Gone! Here we go now. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hilliard. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. Play fake. He'll look to throw. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Detroit!
From the gun, Mayfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, Mayfield. Got it open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gone!
Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. To the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Watching that, Barney. Over.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run again with Peterson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now back to throw. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watching now, Barney. Watching now, Barney.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4th. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Gould is able to put it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Higgins. And out across midfield down to the 45. He got 29 yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Mayfield now. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. A design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, 1st-round pick back in 2012. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Mayfield. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Mayfield to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Mayfield. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Mayfield on play action. And pressure gets to him again. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Adrian Peterson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Gone!
So now they'll try the end around. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this